Hi. See, first of all, I'm going to be very spontaneous. I really haven't prepared anything, so I'm just going to be brutally honest about my profession. Basically, I've been a sound engineer and for 10 years, and right now I'm like a music producer. I compose for your TV commercials, radio jingles, Bollywood film, some albums and stuff like that. So I feel audio is basically the soul of everything. You know, like a video, if it's a standalone video, you will not feel it. But audio, if I create create a tune, it'll work. I can standalone also it'll work. For that, possibly I'll just play a clip. Yeah? Don't stop. Play. No, don't stop. Play. Keep on playing. Keep on playing. Music. What's not connected?
Music. Speakers.
It's connected.
Just play.
Okay. Okay, the reason I showed you all this video is just to let you know how it's stuck when the video is without any audio. So I believe audio and video, the marriage, when it happens, that's when you get like a beautiful content. Any video without audio will not work. So audio, I believe, is the soul of good content. So what I'm going to do is because I haven't prepared anything. So I'm going to just tell you about myself, how I started. And so possibly maybe that's going to help you choose better. I mean, choose wisely. The profession from the outside looks very blingy when you're doing music. But I must tell you that it's one of the most competitive field if you ever decide to get into music production or sound engineer, whatever it is. And if you have a music background, it'll help you in sound production. So it's extremely competitive, and you need to be yourself. You need to be original. You need to have your own ideas and listen to as much music as possible. I'm going to tell you about how I started. I started as a sound engineer, and I started this place where I used to dub for these B-grade movies, these Chudel, Ducat, and those Ghagre Mein, Dhum Dham kind of movies. So I started from there, and I was an intern. So basically I used to just so I didn't know anything about sound engineering, so I used to just go hang around. And the engineer, he was an old guy, so he wouldn't possibly he was insecure, so he wouldn't let me learn. So he'd be sitting at the right in front of the computer like this, so I'd be standing behind, I couldn't see anything. So it just happened one of those lucky days, he was sick, and he didn't turn up. And the owner of the studio came to me and said, Do you think you can pull this off? Because there were some these B grade actors who had come, and obviously they have tight schedules. So somebody had to record, and it was just me. So I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So that's how I started my sound engineering career. I went and I recorded, and 3 days he couldn't come because he was sick. So that's how I got my first job. I started getting paid. So from there, there's this engineer called Nadir Bhai, who's Salman Khan's engineer, who used to come over there and do mixes for these B grade movies. He picked me up and he took me to his studio, which was Salman Khan's studio, which is called Sight and Sound. It's in Andheri. There I worked for a couple of years. And I'll tell you one incident. I was doing this movie. It was a Sunil Shetty movie. And I was engineering, obviously. And the file, the music file of the movie, I'd backed up because these guys took a break. They were doing the music for the film, and they took a break because obviously for some financial reasons or whatever. And they came back after 6 months. So normally when something like that happens, you can like back it up. And I backed up the music files, and somehow it got deleted. The files got deleted. So I didn't know what to do. So these guys came, and it's a big project. When you're doing a Bollywood project, you're talking about crores. And getting a music director and doing it all over again is like a very painful process. And obviously there's like a lot of money involved. So for 3 days continuously, from morning to evening, 3 days continuously I sat. I took music clips from the other reels because some 7 reels I got deleted. I took just random stuff from other reels. And since I'm a musician, there was a plus point. I sat and I played because I knew what the guy had played. Monty Sharma, the music director, he had done the music. So I knew bits and pieces what he had done. So I took bits and pieces from different reels. I created the own stuff, my stuff. And when the director came and he heard it, and he didn't find the difference. So I got saved. From there on, I got into the studio called Glam Slam Studio, where I was engineering for a couple of years, and then I took over the place. And then now I have set up my own studio. What I'm getting at is basically that sound production or music production is very difficult. It's not easy. It looks very glamorous from the outside. Everybody would want to do it, because there's a lot of glamour involved. You feel that cholo music kar raha hai, and it's all cool, but it's really competitive. I said that earlier also. So you have to be different. You have to be unique. You have to do something what the other is not doing. You have to stand out. You can't be doing what somebody else is doing. Normally, when you pick up music, you'd end up copying someone. But once you do that, that's when you lose your originality. You need to be your own man. And I think I'm just going to play you one of my work. Yeah.
make it move. Shake that body too. Now ring our roses. Her voice is smooth as roses. She sees you far on the radar. My baby is a superstar.
I feel that I'm a superstar. I'm gonna rock your world until my voice will pass its head. I feel good, and I feel nice. I feel good, and I feel nice.
So this is like a recent album which I produced for a Thai actress. She's an actress from Thailand and she's also done a Bollywood film called Ishq actually. So this was one of the most recent work that I've done. So yes, music production obviously is fun. Are there any musicians in the house right now? Okay. 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 Oh, cool. So, oh wow, nice. So these two careers which I'm talking about, sound production, sound engineer, and a music producer. Well, if you have the base, a foundation of music, it'll really help. If you decide to choose sound production, the music is a base and it'll definitely help you to go ahead. You guys want to ask me anything? Uh, Well, see, you need to keep on doing your work. You need to keep on composing and putting out there. But right now, see, the net is such a huge medium. You could just create something, shoot like a video, put it out on YouTube or put it on SoundCloud. There's lots of online where you can showcase your work. Depends what exactly you want to do. You want to put your music to Bollywood or whatever. It really depends what you want to do. Yeah.
I think just elaborating on his question, Eddie, what do you think would be the best way for someone who probably plays an instrument or has exposure to music and wants to get into the stream? Should they look at freelancing or should they look at composing? Should they try and join an existing company?
Well, see, it really depends what you want to do, because right now there's lots of scope when it comes to music. Gone are the days, when you couldn't take music as a career. See, right now, if you want to do music, you can do good if you're like really good at it. You can start from. It really depends what's your calling. Whether you want to go and do ads, or you want to get into Bollywood, or you want to do independent music and start off your own band. It's basically, see, I chose to start from ad production because that's the only place where I was not restricted. I had to create different genres of music, because there was an ad where I had to possibly do EDM, or there were ads where I had to do folk, Indian folk. So obviously you've got to be very open. You got to listen to all kinds of music from rock, pop, dance, Indian, Bollywood. Keep yourself growing, learn and grow every day.